Hello friends, welcome back once again to my channel Gurukul. Now we'll proceed with exercise 15.3 of data handling. So let us look at the figure given here in question number 1. The bar graph is representing the number of students and the years. So in 2012, number of students is 30, 2013, number of students is 40, 2014, number of students is 50, and 2015, the number of students is 60. Now based on this data, we are going to answer the following questions. Observe the adjoining bar graph showing the number of students in a particular class of a school. Now, what is the scale of this graph? Now the scale is 1 unit is equal to 10 student. So 1 unit is equal to 10 students. Now how do we know 1 unit? Now this bar graph, they have small 10 subdivisions and then one major block. So now let me show you in a graph paper here. As you can see, there are many small squares. So these small squares are counted and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 means 1 unit. 10 small box of squares make 1 unit. So we got the answer. Now question number 2. It says how many students are added every year. Now let us follow the bar graph here. In the year 2012, 30 students were there. In the year 2013, 40 students. That means a difference of 10. Again in the year 2014, 15 students. 50 students. Again the difference of 10. In the year 2015, 60 students. Again the difference of 10. So how many new students are added every year? No doubt 10 new students. Question number 3 is the number of students in the year 2015 is twice than that in the year 2012. Now let us follow. In the year 2015, number of students is 60 and in the year 2012, the number of students is 30. So no doubt it is double. It is twice the number of the students in the year 2012. So yes, the students in the year 2015 is twice than that of in the year 2012. Now question number 2. Again another bar graph has been given in the book where one side of the axis we have the days of the week and the other side we have the number of shirts sold. So observe the bar graph given below which is showing the sale of shirts in the ready-made garment shop from Monday to Saturday. So now what information does the above bar graph give? So the information the above bar graph is giving is the sale of the shirt. The bar graph informs about the number of ready-made shirts sold in a shop from Monday to Saturday. Question number 2. What is the scale chosen in the horizontal line represents the number of shirt. The scale chosen on the horizontal line representing number of shirt is the X arm. And the unit is 1 unit is 5 shirt. Number 3. On which day were the maximum number of shirts sold? How many shirts were sold on that day? So no doubt we can clearly see that on Saturday the maximum number of shirts was sold, and that was 60. Saturday, 60 shirts. Question number 4. On which day were the minimum number of shirts sold? So as we can see in the graph, no doubt it was Tuesday. Only 10 shirts were sold. So Tuesday is the answer with only 10 shirts. Question number 5. How many shirts were sold on Thursday? Now Thursday, here let us come down 35. So on Thursday, 35 shirts were sold. Now question number 3. Follow the bar graph given in the book. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. On x-axis we have the student's favorite cricketer's name, and on the y-axis is the number of students. So here we have to make the table corresponding to the following graph. So let us do so in the copy. The first will be players, next will be students. So in this column we are going to write the name of the players. So first is Rohit, then comes Dhoni, then comes Virat, and last is Ashwin. And the students, Rohit is, as we can see here, mark pointing at 10, Rohit 10, Dhoni pointing at 15, Virat pointing at 20, and Ashwin pointing at 7. Question number 4. The table has been given, and now we have to change the data entry into bar graph. So here the years and the number of bicycles manufactured had been mentioned. 2011 800, 2012 600, 2013 900, 2014 1100, and 2015 1200. So first let us decide on the unit. 1 unit is equal to 500 bicycles. Now let us draw the bar graph. This is the y-axis. And this is the x-axis. Now let us count here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 500. This is 1000. And this is 1500. Now this is the number of bicycle. This scale, number of bicycles, and this x-axis is years. So number of bicycles sold is 800. That means 5, 6, 7, 8. This is done. We'll leave some space here. In the year 2012, 600 bicycles were sold. So 500, 600. In the year 2013, 900. So we'll move up just one small square below 1000, makes 900. Next 2014, 1100. That means we are going to cross 1000, one small square makes 1100. And lastly 2015, 1200. So we have to cross 11 and then 1 12. This is the bar graph shown for the number of bicycles manufactured for the following years. Now, based on this bar graph, they want to know in which year was the maximum number of bicycles manufactured. So no doubt it was in the year 2015. Question number 4.1, in the year 2015. Next they want to know is in which year were the minimum number of bicycles manufactured. That was in the year 2012, which was only 600. Now we'll come to question number 5, where again the table has been given and we have to change this into bar graph on the graph paper. Here the data given is days. A number of mathematics books sold by a shopkeeper in 6 consecutive days is given below. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and number of books sold on that respective days. So now we have to make a bar graph based on this data. So we'll start from here. This is the y-axis and this will be the x-axis. Here is the starting point 0 and the unit is 1 unit is equal to 50 books. So let us start. 50, 100, 150. So this is number of books and this is the days. The first is Sunday, 65 books. 50, 60 and in between. This is next Monday. Number of books sold was 40. Monday. Tuesday, number of books sold was 30. Wednesday, number of books sold was 50. Thursday, number of books sold was 20. And Friday, number of books sold was 70. Friday. So just a bar graph was to be drawn by the data given in the book. So now we'll go to question number 6. Again, in the question number 6, a table of the data has been given where the number of persons in various ages, which is in year, groups in a town is given in the following table. Age group 1 to 14, 15 to 29, 30 to 44, 45 to 59, 60 to 74 and 75 above. And number of person. So now we have to draw a bar graph to represent the above information and answer the following question. And they have mentioned this time the unit. We have to take 1 unit height is equal to 20,000 people. So let us begin. 1 unit is equal to 20,000. And now we'll begin. Now this is 20,000, 40,000, 60,000, 80,000, 1 lakh, 1,20,000, 1,40,000, 1,60,000, 1,80,000 and 2 lakhs. Now age group 1 to 14, 2 lakh. So that means next 15 to 29, that age group, the number of person is 1,60,000. That means we have to come till here. Next age group is 30 to 44. That is 1,20,000. Next age group is 45 till 59, and that is again 1,20,000. Next age group is 60 to 74, and that is 80,000. And the last is 75 above, and that is 40,000. So here the bar graph is completed, and now the question they want is, the answers they want is, the first question, question number 6(1), which age group have same population? Now same population is obviously age group 30 to 44 and 45 to 59. So 30 to 44 and 45 to 59. Next question. All persons in the age group of 60 and above are called senior citizens. So how many senior citizens are there in the town? So now here senior citizens means above 60. So we are going to add this and this. So what is it? Above 60 is 80,000 plus, and above 75 is 40,000. That gives us 1,20,000 senior citizens. So this is the answer, and here we come to the end of exercise 15.3. Thanks for watching my video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon and select all for every update.